The wait is worth it. Okay, it looks like JeremyMKW is starting. He is doing the fire strats. Mars doing the fire strats as well, I think. They pick up the mushroom. They have an advantage because they can just snipe everything out of their way. As with small, they have to do all these hard pipe jumps. But pipe jumps save. If you do small Mario, it saves about 5 to 6 seconds, I think. So they're both doing the fire strats. Both of them finish. (1-2), they will be picking up the fire, and right here I want to talk about frame rules. There's a good analogy that Darby made. You have to imagine a bus. The bus has a very strict schedule, leaving once every 21 frames. That means you can be 20 frames faster and gain no additional time, or you can be 20 frames slower and still stay on the fastest frame roll. This system is what the speedrunners call the frame roll system. They both finished with a 343, so they will be on the same frame roll. They are tied right now. See, look, even though everybody's doing the ducks, the duck jumps, they will still be on the same frame roll. Seems like they are tied. Imagine Diabus. So they look like they are on the same frame roll. Mars is 1 frame roll ahead. Well, I think the streams aren't exactly synced, so that's why it looks like Mars is a frame roll ahead. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're exactly tied up, so they're both going for the crouch, then going through that strat. They're not sniping those Goombas. They're doing the snipes. Ooh, JeremyMKW is catching up. He gets a 374, and Mars gets a 373. So it's pretty close. Still a really good race. Mars has a chance to catch up if Jeremy does a safer 8-2 or gets bad judges. So as you can see, they can just snipe. Yeah, he hit wall jump pixel, so they both sniped out the way, and let's see if they get good judges. If you see, right when the screen turns black, if the coin is lit, then so is the run. So, I don't know. Okay, I don't think Mars got good judges, but I don't know about Jeremy. I wasn't looking at his screen. So, always keep that philosophy in your runs. That's my philosophy, is if the coin is lit, then so is the run. They both get an optimal blank jump from what I see. Yep, so Jeremy is a little bit ahead, probably a frame roll or 2. They do not go for the bullet bill glitch. These Hammer Brothers, they can just snipe out of their way. If they were small, they would have to actually challenge them and try and hit them if they had to. Let's see what happens. At the end of this level, they have to slow down, because if you get a 1, 3, or 6 on your timer, you either get 1, 3, or 6 fireworks, and they lose a little bit of time. You see Jeremy and Mars slowing down. They did 2 different strats, but both of them got them the high 2, so looks like Jeremy is a little bit ahead, probably 2 or 3 frame rolls ahead, going in 8-4. This would be a good race, because if Mars gets hit, if both of them get wall jump and Jeremy gets hit at Bowser or something, it could be a tie. So both of them getting the wall jump. Let's see if the turnaround is good for either of them. Mars not getting the best turnaround, but Jeremy getting a really good turnaround. Probably a 2 pixels too far from perfect. Oh, he gets hit! See, look, this is the race I was talking about. Oh, but he does that save strat, and no! He does that save strat, and that makes him lose a bit of time. And Bowser, please! And Jeremy finished with a 5:06 when Mars finishes with a 5:07. He gets hit. That would have been a really close race if Mars didn't get hit. We might have had to retime that if Mars didn't get hit. But we are going on to race number 2. And with Jeremy in the lead. Almost gonna go for the... That was really close. That's the closest race I've seen. In the 8-4, into the last room of 8-4. It's the closest one I've seen. So, yeah. Oh, it seems like they're starting the next race. I don't know. Oh, Mars missing the fast mushroom grab. That's gonna be about a 2, maybe 1 frame roll loss. Because he has to slow down. Jeremy has to slow down a bit so that he doesn't get a 6. So we will see how much. Maybe, I don't know how much, probably 2. Yeah, that's 2 frame rolls. So Mars is 2 frame rolls behind going into 1-2. That is a really costly time loss right there. Comparing that these 2 runners are really consistent with fire strats. Ooh, looks like Mars meant to do a duck right there, and he didn't duck, but it's okay, he didn't get hit. And just saying, if they get hit, I don't think it would be too good to re-grab your mushrooms because one person might have not gotten hit. The only way I would think is if someone died and they saw it on the restream. I don't know if either of these racers are watching right now. So they both finished with a 3:40. 4-1 is, in my opinion, the easiest level. A lot of people say it's the easiest level because all you just do is run and jump. You could snipe if you want. Let me explain wrong warp. You see, right here, they kind of go a little bit farther on the screen as they would normally do, and it makes them not go to the coin cache where they're supposed to be, but in the warp zone. They're not supposed to go there, they're supposed to go to the coin cache, but since they scrolled the... Oh, he stair bosses! Well, Jeremy going into 8-1, Mars as well. As you see, they hit those 2 Koopas right there. You can hit just the first one, so that there's only 2 Goombas that spawn, except for 1. The thing that I was talking about, good judges, there's a 75% chance that you get good judges, but there's 25% that you don't. So, just see if the coin is lit, then so is the run. Looks like Mars ducked, so I don't think he's getting good judges. Let's see if Jeremy gets it. Jeremy got good judges, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the coin was lit, so is the run. Run is lit, so. I don't see if anyone's going for this, but someone could go for BBBB. It's a strat. It's a very helpful strat. Doesn't look like they are going for it. They both get the optimal blank jump, and they make it past with high 342s. It was found by a speedrunner Xerox Fiend. It means bonk, brush, bounce, and boing. so you can get that Koopa is random. So you could either, there's random patterns. There's either one where you just fall in, the Koopa just falls in the hole. There's one where he's high and one where he's low. If you do BBBB, he should always be low and you can just bonk on him. As you can see, they're just sniping all the Hammer Bros up their way. Jeremy doing a different type of strat than last time, but it still gets him a high 2. There are 5 rooms in 8-4. The first room is not that hard. The only thing that would probably be hard is the first jump, which is a little bit tricky. So let's see if these runners get the wall jump in the second room. They go for 2 frame. Jeremy gets it and Mars gets it. Okay, so this turnaround is a little bit hard, but it looks like they both get pretty good turnarounds. Let's see how water goes. They're doing a thing called duck swimming. The game thinks that they're in duck position, so that's why they're going through all these fire bars. And let's see what happens. And JeremyMKW gets a 505, while Mars gets a 507. So that is a win for JeremyMKW. Mars, unfortunately, going into the second chance bracket. Let's see if we can get these people in for interviews while I pull up the bracket. Hello, Jeremy. How do you think your race went?
It was pretty good. Really good runs. You know, I thought I was gonna lose. I honestly thought it was done for me going into this race because I know Mars is a god, but I somehow managed to clutch it out.
Yeah, that was 2 really good races. The first race was really close.
Yeah, I watched it as I finished. I have the stream up. So I looked and we were like frames apart going into last room.
Yeah, like y'all were really close, and you challenged it, and he did also, but he got hit, and that's how you won.
That's to Bowser RNG.
We might have had to retime that if, because it looked, the Bowser pattern, it looked like the flame that Bowser threw, it looked the same. And same as the Potaboo. The Potaboo looked the same also. So it might have been the same pattern, but just that the streams weren't synced up like exact. So
yeah, I might look back to see like frame by frame the difference there. But it was close, that's all I know.
It was really close. That was a really good race. So let's see if Mars is in the call right now. How do you feel about your races, Mars?
Oh, I did really bad the second race. I had a lot of slip-ups, but I did fairly well. Races, I think.
Yeah, the first race was really close. We might have had to retime that. When I was looking at it, it kind of looked like the same Bowser pattern, but you got hit and he didn't. Looked like he jumped a little bit earlier. So yeah, it looks like Jeremy is going to the finals. He will be racing the winner of the second chance bracket after we get those races through. And Mars, you will be racing. I don't know. I'm not sure who you're racing yet because
I think I'm gonna be putting the round 7 for losers.
Yeah, you will. You'll be in the
losers finals.
You'll be in the finals for second chance bracket, and then whoever wins that will be playing JeremyMKW again for the finals, which will be a best of 5. But we have many more races before that. But for the winners bracket, we will be taking a break for that bracket. So let me pull up the schedules real quick so that we will see what our next scheduled race is. Our next scheduled race is in about 20 minutes. Valid username 16 versus Mikachu, and it'll be on the same channel. And I might commentate that one because it doesn't look like people are commentating yet. But so I might commentate. Have a lot of time in my hands. So yeah, I think we'll be done with the interview. Good races, guys, and I will see y'all next time.
Yeah, GG Mars.
GG Jeremy.
So yeah, see ya.